I was just saying how I think it will go back to a more back to basics sustainable system, a localized economy with people around the world communicating with the types of technology that we have. But there's always this argument made like people in prison bouncing back and so forth. Well, in my opinion, the people who were in prison were a lot more enterprising than probably your average citizen anyway. They got there because they found loopholes and ways to do stuff that was more profitable and probably cut into markets and bent rules that most people are not inventive enough to break. Not saying that these are all ethical outlets, obviously, but it's just far more complicated than we give credit to most of the time. And just very frustrating. I can't believe how successful this particular ideology has been in terms of not wanting to pay for anything, and yet someone was saying how this is what social systems and welfare are for. Well, I have not been proactive enough in terms of making people get ahead. I've done what I am mentally capable of doing, but I spread myself too thin, and this guy was doing a lot more to help than I have. But I think that there was a certain hubris and kind of a demeaning semantics way of going about it, and I just think, how are these additional people going to be absorbed by the system? I think that almost everyone lands on their feet somehow, miraculously, but I don't believe in punishing people that just don't quite fit the right spot at the right time. And I haven't been unemployed for long periods of time. Against my will. Like, the times that I have been, it was sort of something I had to do, or I was looking for a particular fit, and I wasn't on any kind of social assistance. But I recognized that I come from a background of some kind of privilege in order to have that choice. And if it wasn't for a particular awareness or a series of experiences, I wouldn't have that version of events to tell. I'm trying to say that without getting too specific, because we shouldn't compare our own experiences too much in this kind of a discussion, because the backgrounds that we've had are all too different. However, in my most recent job that I've had, it was really luck. And then another time, there have been positions that have come open where I knew lots of people who weren't employed, but there's only like the ones I knew would not be suited to the position, no matter how much they needed it or how desperate they were. It just wouldn't work. So even if there was a job waiting for everybody statistically, that doesn't mean that it would be the right fit. In terms of what resources they had, or which resources they had available to them in order to get there, to have the right temperament in order to be successful in that position, or to if they have kids